Let's talk about luxury. It's one of those words that everyone uses and everyone thinks they understand. But when you really stop and ask what makes actually something luxury, things get complicated. Most people assume luxury means exclusivity, tiny quantities, long wait lists, and things that are hard to get. Or they think it's just about the price, that if something is expensive, it must be luxury. But neither of those things are true. I realized that when I took the Inside LVMH course and listened to an interview with Jean-Jacques Gioni, the president of the Wines and Spirits division. He said that luxury today is not about how rare or expensive a product is. It's about the emotion it creates and the world it invites you into. So in this video, let's dive into what really defines luxury today, the 5 pillars that all great luxury brands are built on, and a few myths that we still keep believing. Let's start with those misconceptions because they are everywhere. Myth number 1, luxury equals limited edition. Not exactly. Dior lipstick, for example, they are produced in hundreds of thousands or even millions, and yet no one doubts that Dior is luxury. Because it's not about how many products you make, it's about how you make people feel when they buy it. It's the emotion, the ritual, the belonging of a certain world. You can buy Dior lipstick in almost any country, but the experience, the packaging, the feeling, the scent, the story behind the brand, that's what makes it luxury. Myth number 2, if it's expensive, it must be luxury. I don't know if you remember Virtu, those over-the-top phones made with gold and leather, and these phones were really expensive. They cost thousands of dollars, but there was no emotional or cultural value behind the brand. No story, no universe, no reason to want it beyond the price tag. Myth number 3, high quality equals luxury. Now this one is interesting because of course quality is essential, but it's not enough on its own. A Steinway piano is one of the high quality instruments you can find on the market, but it's not a luxury brand. It's high end, yes, but not luxury. Because luxury by definition is never necessary. It's something we desire, not something we really need. Luxury lies at the top of Maslow pyramid, where people seek recognition, beauty, and self-actualization. It's very emotional, it's aspirational, and you don't buy it because you have to. You buy it because it represents the person you want to be. So if luxury isn't defined by rarity or price or even pure craftsmanship, then what is it? Luxury is never about a single thing. It's not just a perfect product or famous logo or beautiful store. True luxury happens in the combination of 5 pillars when they all come together and create a world that feels complete. Not one pillar standing alone, but a harmony between all 5. The 5 pillars of luxury. Pillar number 1 is quality. Real luxury quality is not something abstract or hidden in marketing language. You can actually feel it. It's the sound a car door makes when it closes, that solid, satisfying click. It's the feeling of leather, it's the softness of fabric, the scent of perfume. Luxury speaks to your senses. It's very physical. Pillar number 2, design and aesthetics. Luxury brands create an aesthetic world that should be easy to recognize. Think about Chanel's timeless silhouette, or Hermes and its signature orange, or Tiffany and their box. You don't even need to see the logo, you know who it is. That's when design becomes identity. Pillar number 3, brand DNA. Every true luxury brand has its own codes, symbols, and emotional territory. If you ask people about Tiffany, they will immediately say, what would you actually say? I give you a second to think about association in your head. So using probably something like Blue Box, Diamonds, Audrey Hepburn, Fifth Avenue, Romance. And that's what's inside brand DNA, carefully built over decades through consistent storytelling and experience. Pillar number 4 is heritage and storytelling. Luxury always has a past, or at least the illusion of it. It's built on heritage, trust, and timeless values, and then storytelling brings that heritage to life. Like Patek Philippe and their famous tagline, you never actually own a Philippe Patek, you merely look after it for the next generation. It's such a simple line, but it gives me chills every time. Pillar number 5, customer experience. This is where luxury truly separates itself, because buying a luxury product is never just a transaction, it's a whole ritual. In boutiques, everything matters: the lighting, the scent, the way the salesperson speaks to you, and even how the product is handed over. Online, it's harder to recreate that feeling and more expensive. Even LVMH executives admit that attracting a single luxury customer to an online store can cost a fortune. So, luxury is about the experience of being treated like someone very special. Who actually buys luxury today? Now here's a twist that surprised many people. The main buyers of luxury today aren't necessarily the ultra-rich people. If you look at LVMH numbers, sales are roughly split between the US, Europe, and Asia. But when you go deeper, things get interesting. In France, around 80% of sales in fashion and leather goods are made by tourists, mostly from Asia and the US. Part of this is because of the price difference. Luxury goods can cost up to 30% more in Asia and around 25% more in America compared to Europe. But the bigger insight is this: luxury has become the language of the upper middle class. So no longer it's just about wealth, it's about aspiration, and people buy luxury not to show that they are rich, but to express their taste, their status, and identity. How to build a luxury brand today? So we've talked about what defines luxury, but how do you actually build that? How do you take these ideas and turn them into something real, into a brand that feels like luxury? Here are my thoughts if you want to create something that doesn't just look luxury, but truly feels like it. Build from the inside out. Start with your values, not your visuals. Luxury brands are built on a strong internal philosophy, a point of view about quality, time, and beauty. If you don't know what your brand believes in, no logo or colors will save you. Create your own aesthetic world. Develop a visual language that people can recognize. A silhouette, a tone, a texture, a sound, something that belongs only to you. Protect your brand codes. Every detail, from packaging to typography to the way you speak, should reflect your DNA. When people see your brand, they should feel the same story, even if they can't explain why. Treat storytelling as craftsmanship. Don't just describe products, tell stories that carry emotions. The best luxury storytelling is slow, subtle, and consistent. It makes people want to be part of the world you're building in. And finally, master the experience. Every touch point matters. The website, the package, the way a message is written, how your product feels in someone's hand. Each detail either adds to the world you're building or breaks it. Luxury isn't a logo or marketing campaign, it's a feeling of coherence, when everything speaks the same, quiet, confident language. So if you want to create something that feels truly luxury, start with meaning, build with consistency, and let beauty do the quiet work. If you enjoy this video, subscribe to the channel. There's a lot more coming about branding, storytelling, and the psychology behind what makes us want to buy things. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.